Good morning, Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. Welcome to Norwal Farm. If you're new to our channel, we started this farm about 4 years ago, and it was just a cornfield in the wetlands. So in 4 years we've established the livestock, put up the barn, built the house, moved in. So if you want to see our journey, go back to the earlier videos and you'll see where we've been and where we've come. In today's video, we just got back from vacation to Scotland. We had perfect weather over there. The week before we went, it rained every day, and while we were there, it was in the low 70s and sunshine every day. Fantastic country. We had a great time, and then we come back to this with wildfire smoke, heat dome. While we were gone, my nephew watched the farm for us and had heat indexes over 100. The livestock did okay. Our pastures are just not growing. It's just been so dry. We've only had 3 inches of rain in all of May and June, and I think we had an inch of rain the first week of July. So it's really dry here. We did start feeding the ewes and the goats a little bit of hay. So anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and hit the like button. That helps our channel. And if you would, please leave a comment and share this video with a friend. I'm going to include a little bit of footage from Scotland. We visited Robert Baker. He has a really good herding dog, Gwen, 3-year-old border collie. And so he gave us a little demonstration there. So thanks again for joining us at Norwal Farm. This is our new ram. He was a January lamb, so he's about almost 7 months old. We'll be using him this fall. He's in with a wether that's a market lamb for company. They've got all that area up there to graze, and then they can actually go out along here too. So it's providing enough grazing for them even in the dry weather. We don't want him really fat, but he's continuing to grow, so they get 1.5 pounds of grain a day and seem to be doing well. We're going to be sending 2 lambs to market from over there on Monday. What I may do, I haven't decided yet. We're going to bring another ram back from across the road to use for breeding in about a month. So I haven't decided if I'm going to put some more market wethers in with him or put the 2 rams together and just let them hang out here. I may do that. But this other wether's going to go in with the market lambs, because he's not too far from being ready for market himself. But they're doing okay here. Our hayfield's just beyond those trees. Dry weather has hurt that. It's hasn't grown like I would like for it to, but it is ready to harvest, so we will be mowing that next week, and we're going to make high moisture hay, or it's called baleage, out of it. You can see where that orange fencer there is, the wire. To the right of that, the feeder lambs are on that part of the pasture. The drier area of the field is up here on this hill, but down the valley it's still pretty good, so we're just letting them run out there, and they're doing well with that. There's Olive. She came back. She's adjusted really well. And then there's Charm, her sister. Need to get the brush or the comb to Charm to help her finish shedding out. But Olive is doing well, aren't you, Olive? You're a good girl. Yeah, she's learned, remembers the fence. So the feeder lambs are doing well. We're going to weigh them later this week. I'm not doing anything this weekend because it's, as I said earlier, you can see the haze in the air. That's the wildfire smoke from up in Canada. And yesterday, I mean, you can really smell it. But animals are doing okay during this. Part of the daily routine is to make sure there's fresh mineral. You can see over there how that's eaten down. So this one was that way, so I always just rake some fresh down because they do go through a lot of mineral. It's really important for them to have that. It also has a salt in it for them. This is one of our pet wethers here. It's Snowy. He was a bottle baby. And when we got back from vacation, he's had some fly bites there by his tail. I sprayed it yesterday, it looks better. It was all raw and irritating. We have a lot of biting stable flies here. So we spray it with this, it's called screwworm bomb. Has a little bit of antibiotic in it, topical, but mainly it's pyrethrins, fly repellent. So that will help him get over that. There's one of the kids. They're 5 months old. They're growing really well. We're not going to do an official weaning on them. We're just going to let them stay with the does and let them wean naturally. They're doing pretty good. I did give them a little bit of hay yesterday because the does have lost some weight. This one right here, there's something going on with her. She's been losing her, hasn't gained weight at all. So once the kids are off of her, we'll probably euthanize her because she's just not doing well. But the rest of them look good. And they're going to go to a new grazing plot or browsing plot hopefully next week. It's about 2 acres of overgrown brush and everything, and we'll just take them all down there and turn them out there. So that's the plan for them. But really pleased with the kids. They are half Boer goat and half Kiko. So it added the muscle to them like we were wanting to. So they're doing really well. This is one of the new pasture areas for this year. Those two over there were the ones that we cut for hay. This one was grazed. While we were gone on vacation, my nephew Jeremy Walsh watched the farm for us and did an excellent job, as he always does. He watched it last year when we went to Vancouver. So he did top this. It did have a lot of this mature grass on it, so just cut the tops off of it. And that generally stimulates new vegetative growth down low. I don't think anything's been on this for about 3 weeks, but it is so dry. But by rotational grazing and leaving a little extra, it does help the plants. It's better for the soil. You can see we got some bare spots here, and we've been trying to establish this pasture for, this is the 3rd year, and it's just, we've had dry seasons every year, and once again we're having that. There's a little more green out there, you can see that. So we're going to give it another 4 weeks, see what we got. We're going to have to interseed some more in here. I want more legumes like clover and alfalfa because it's just predominantly grass, and it doesn't have quite the nutritional value that we would like. These purple flowers here are chicory. We do have chicory and plantain sown in here, and the sheep do like that, and it's very good for them. Those right there with the little brown seed heads, that's plantain. Oftentimes you'll see it wild in your yard, so it's good nutritionally, and the sheep do like it. So we're down here where the ewes and lambs are. We still got the bottle lamb, little guy, and he's doing well. He's up to 16 ounces on his bottle twice a day, so we'll get him fed. And they're eating their creep grain really well. So I've got that other creep feeder that I have not used. It's down there. You can barely see it right down there. I've got to change the gate on that so they'll go in, and we're going to start using that because we're going to be weaning these in about 2 weeks, and then we'll be breeding the ewes back in about 6 weeks. So let's go feed little guy. This is the dog food feeding station and also the creep area for the lambs, and they've cleaned up all their grain from last night. So they're on about a 1/4 pound. Let's see, there's 25 lambs. Yeah, 1/4 pound of grain a day. And Callum crawls in the end here, goes in there and eats his food. This is a group of sheep that had the worms. We dewormed them, and they are looking better. They should have been off this section of the pasture, but we let them come over here, and you can see how dry it is on the hill there. But we're leaving them in there because of the added shade, and we're feeding them hay. That's what those piles up there are, and we'll just continue to do that. I'm thinking about putting them back in dry lot for now, but if we don't get some rain, we're going to be feeding quite a bit of hay because it's just so dry here. So we put grain in this feeder morning and night, and they're cleaning it all up. And they seem to be growing well. I'm sure they've either stagnated or possibly even lost a little weight in this dry weather, but just got to get through this. So let's go find little guy. Hey, little guy. Little guy. Here he comes. There you go. Here. Come on. There you go. Hi, Callan. But yeah, he likes his bottle. This hot weather, it gives him extra fluids too. And he's actually probably doing better than his sister because he's getting the same amount of milk straight through, and usually the ewes start to slack on the lactation about this time of year. But they're all doing pretty well considering. Those lambs there doing okay. This is one of the sheep here. She was really not looking well. I'm sure she had a lot of worms, but she's putting some weight back on, so glad we checked the stool on them, got them dewormed. They're all looking good. But these ewes need to be weaned here shortly because they're not giving much milk and it's just dragging them down some. But lambs are looking okay. But they're ready to be weaned and go into dry lot. So he's all done. He guzzles that down. So then he'll go back to his mom and the other sheep. Callum's doing good, aren't you, Callum? Boy, pretty hot for him too. But we decided to leave them in here because they got the woods and they need the shade. They got a bale of hay last night. There's a string that I threw over. And they've pretty well cleaned it up from last night. So they've got some long grass here, but it's not very nutritional. So we'll keep them on hay until we let the pastures grow out a little bit. They were out there. This in the shaded area is growing better, but that up on the top of the pasture, it's not doing much at all. So condition-wise, I'm pleased. The ewes are in pretty good condition. Some of these were too fat before, but they've trimmed down some. There's this ewe here, like I said, she had worms. And then there's a Suffolk ewe right over there. She had worms too, so I may not breed them back this time. I think I'll let them go until we breed later in the winter for spring lambs next year. Gives them some time to put back on some body condition. And we've got some replacement ewe lambs. There's one there, one right beside her. So I'll probably slot those in with the breeding group. Also, there's a couple ewes out here I'm not sure are pregnant. We haven't pregnancy tested these yet. If they're not pregnant, they will go into the breeding group this time, so we don't miss a whole cycle on them. This really hot weather, I hope it doesn't affect the pregnancy on these ewes, but nothing we can do about it. But we'll be pregnancy testing those. It's a blood test. About another week or so. I was going to do it this weekend, but it's just so hot and smoky I don't want to stress them any more than we need to. Ewes followed me up here, and you can see the lambs go right in there to eat their creep feed. So that's essential right now because the ewes are dropping off on their milk production, and these guys needed the added nutrition from the grain, helping to maintain their growth, and especially prior to weaning. So I'm going to go up and get another bale of hay because they pretty well ate all that. They need that, and they're out of mineral this morning. Just got a little bit left, so I got to replenish the mineral too. I forgot to bring that down. I set up this new creep feeder, and I just saw a lamb walk in there. I think sneak up here. Yeah, there's one in there eating. So this will hold more grain. They can go in there and nibble on it. That'll keep the ewes out. This is wide enough. I saw a ewe go through this, so that's why I put that creep gate in there. And they're curious enough, they'll go in and find it. So this will work out really well for them. I'll have to make a little spout. See, here's the lid right there. So make a little spout that'll fit in here, and that way I can just pour it in there. But that'll work for now. You can see there's grain in the trough there all the way across, and it just feeds down slowly, so they can just nibble at it. And that should work pretty well. I'll let the ewes back up into this section too, because it's dry and there's some weeds over there that they're grazing down pretty well, burdock and stuff. And this pasture doesn't grow real well anyway. It's kind of a basic native grass pasture, so it just gives them some more area they can pick at it. Once it starts raining, hopefully, and grows back, then we'll shut it off. But just give them more space now. I've got a short video of Robert Baker and his dog Gwen, and we'll put that on here. Visited the Isle of Islay. It's spelled I-S-L-A-Y, but pronounced Islay. It's on the southwestern coast of Scotland. Fairly remote. A lot of single lane roads with literally just a little pass place that you have to pull off and let somebody go by. But lovely place, great place to visit. Had a great time, and we're glad to be back. So here's just a little video of Robert and his dog Gwen. Here on the island of Islay in Scotland with Robert Baker, and he's working his 2-year-old border collie. He's a Scottish black-faced sheep. Very good.
That's the black deer. Deer's a skimmer. They got the top this year.
Uh-huh.
Eh?
Yeah.
So I'll try and split them up. See, sometimes if you if you're wanting maybe one or two or three or four separate, the dog will split them up.
Yeah.
Come here. Do. Lie down. That'll do. That'll do. Here. Come here. Hey. Here. That's left. That whistle from left.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
She'll go all day long, right?
Eh?
She'll go all day long.
That's away to the right.
And she's 2 years? 2 years old?
She'll be 3 in the end of November.
Okay.
I got her as a pup, 6 weeks old.
I was just going to ask if you got her as a pup. Yeah.
She was a year before she started working a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she wasn't going to work for me. She wasn't interested, but then she just went.
She's beautiful. Do you participate in any competitions?
Yeah, I used to win a lot of competitions,
Fantastic.
but they don't do it now. They've stopped them. She's a nice dog. Yeah, she's a nice dog.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
I might sell it. I might sell it. No, someone might buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Away.
And how many dogs do you have? Just her?
What do you got? The old dog, and I've got a pup off her.
Okay.
I've got a young pup off her, but it's not keen to start yet either. But it might come yet.
Yeah.
Eh? She might come. Eh?
Super beautiful. How many pups did she have?
She had 9.
9.
Yeah, I sold the whole lot. Except I've got one back because the girl took 2. That'll do. That'll do. Here. That'll do, girl. That'll do, Gwen. That'll do. Hey, Smith. That'll do. Good girl. Good girl.
Ideally, with rotational grazing, you don't go back on anything before 4 to 5 weeks, but it's a drought, and I'm going to let the goats out in this paddock and then over here as well. They're going to be going to a new browsing area in a week, and they can clean this up. This would be considered a sacrificial area. We're not following the prescribed rotations, but got to make some adjustments in the drastic weather conditions we're having. So got this set up. We're going to let them out here and let them clean up this paddock for us. They're still working on their hay from yesterday. It's looking a little better. I don't know if he's been chewing on that or not. Maybe. We're going to let him out here. Come on! Come on! Come on, girls! Come on, Garrett! There they go. Come on, girls! Come on, Garrett! The bees and the flies are really bad this time of year. Come on! This is my least favorite time of year. The bugs are bad, the weeds get bad, it's hot. Let's go. Oh, that gate got shut. Okay. There they go. So they're finding their way around. They'll clean up this tall grass and everything. So that's going to do it for another video from Norwal Farm. Thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.